Let's talk about the Batgirls series in my DC cinematic universe. This series would start off with Lady Shiva starting a coup against Talia al Ghul. Since Raish's death during the crisis, Sandra has come to believe that Talia is an ineffective leader and that her connection to the Batfamily makes her weak. And so the two of them fight, but Sandra Wusan is the greatest fighter basically in the DC cinematic universe. She ruins Talia al Ghul, and Talia is whisked away by her most loyal follower, Cassandra, Sandra's daughter. And so a broken and bloodied Talia is brought to Gotham City because the League of Shadows is now coming to kill the Batfamily. She has come to warn them and prepare them for the fight that is on its way. While this is also happening, we're introduced to Stephanie Brown. Calling back to the 52 series that started off Phase 4, Arthur Brown, Stephanie's dad, was a game show host of a game show called Clue Master, who was driven insane by the rich elite's stupidity within Gotham City. Specifically, Dick Grayson was playing a dumb idiot on the game show, and this guy fell for it, and he went full-on cuckoo banana shoes. So since then, he has been planning an elaborate city-wide game of Clue Master that if no one person can win, he will destroy Gotham City. So he has made and distributed like nerve gas bombs, poison bombs, regular poisons, just dozens of different methods to just completely kill thousands and thousands of people. And Stephanie knows what her dad is up to. But on top of that, her dad made the game too personal. One person can't possibly win this thing, except specifically her. So she takes up a vigilante persona, calling herself the Spoiler, and tries to take down her dad's sick, twisted game. And during this, she runs into Tim Drake, and the two of them start working on these puzzles together. And eventually, he trusts her enough to bring her back to the Batcave, where she gets to meet Barbara Gordon. We also get a lovely little scene of Talia catching up with the now, like, maybe 4-year-old, 5-year-old Damien, where he's asking his mom why she ditched him and why she's never come back for him. And we finally get to hear Talia say the words that she gave him up because she didn't want him to grow up to end up like her. She wanted him to grow up with a family and brothers, and that's what she's given him. And she doesn't regret her decision. Barbara Gordon also uses some of this time to bond with Cassandra Cain. They bond over the fact that they are both disabled. Cassandra was forced to be mute by her mother, and Barbara has lost the use of her legs after the events during Silent Night. We also find out that Cassandra was the one revealed to be largely in charge of taking care of Damien back when he was at the League, when he was like a teeny little baby. So Cassandra and Damien have an established brother-sister relationship and view each other as such. We also get a little scene of Selina and Talia catching up, sort of. And Talia gets to meet Helena, Selina and Bruce's daughter, and she apologizes to Selina about Bruce's death. And they just sort of bury the hatchet between the two of them. They both loved the same dude. Moving on. Past is the past. And look, while the entire Batfamily is tough as absolute nails, they cannot defeat the entire League of Shadows, which is coming for them. So they determined that their best bet here would be to take their greatest fighter, in this case, Cassandra, and get her ready to take on her mother in one-on-one combat for leadership of the League of Shadows. And so Barbara decides to mentor her. She's also mentoring Spoiler with her whole vigilante game. And the three of them specifically, that's the core of the show, is building this mentor-mentee, sister-sister relationship with Barbara and the two girls. And this is when we start sowing the seeds that Stephanie and Cassandra might have a little thing going on. So Stephanie and half the Batfamily go to confront her dad and defeat the Clue Master's riddles, and then Cassandra and half the Batfamily prep specifically for the League of Shadows coming to their house to murder them all. Everything gets wrapped up. Good guys win, bad guys lose. Steph beats the crap out of her dad, solves his game. He feels dumb that he was neglecting his daughter and his whole thing was ruined. So he just sort of fucks off after he gets defeated. He escapes, but he's really impressed by his daughter. So he kind of gives up revenge on Gotham City because he knows there's one person there totally worth living. And Cassandra has to take on her mother. So it's technically a battle to the death between Talia and Shiva, but with Talia choosing a champion proxy, in this case Cassandra, to fight for her. And so mother-daughter fight. Cassandra just barely manages to win. Talia reclaims control over the League of Shadows and makes a new ruling. Kids aren't allowed in the League anymore. They've been having kids to raise as future generations of assassins, and Talia just says, nope. No more! We're done with that shit. And so Cassandra is like, wait a second, but Talia, I am child. And Talia's like, yep, I got that. You're out. I'm kicking you out of the League. And she starts freaking out because she doesn't have a home. And Talia's like, nope, I've already discussed this. Dick and Barbara are adopting you as their legal daughter. Congratulations, you are now legally Damien's older sister. Welcome to the Batfamily, kiddo. And so Talia takes her group and leaves. But Shiva wasn't killed. She refused to kill her mother. So Shiva escapes and takes her most loyal people with her. And so there's now a fracture in the League of Shadows. So one leaves to be the League of Shadows. The other group leaves, and they become the League of Assassins. And Stephanie, now also technically an orphan, is offered one of the many rooms in the now freshly reconstructed Wayne Manor. So she gets a swanky-ass house, and she is also invited into the Bat family. And she lives just down the hallway from her girlfriend, Cassandra. And then Barbara Gordon approaches both girls with a proposition. Specifically, if they want to ditch their old personas and become Batgirls. And she gives the two girls pre-made suits. Cassandra's being a jet black suit with a mouth cover, yellow bat, yellow belt. And Stephanie's embracing the spoiler purple and becoming a purple, black, and yellow bat. And obviously, both girls happily accept their brand new roles within the Bat family as the Batgirls. And this one gets a stinger ending as well. A mysterious figure approaches Lady Shiva and proposes that maybe it's time for her section of the League of Shadows to step in to the light. And that is the Batgirls series in my DC cinematic universe.